My dear children, welcome to the accountancy class. According to the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881, Bill of Exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the bearer of the instrument. This is the definition of Bill of Exchange. As we know, Bill of Exchange is a negotiable instrument. There are three parties involved in the Bill of Exchange. The parties to the Bill of Exchange are drawer, drawee, and payee. The drawer can retain the bill till the date of maturity. The maturity period is the duration for which the amount of bill or the amount of money paid. Bill of Exchange is a negotiable instrument. As we know, the drawer is the person who prepare the Bill of Exchange. In some cases, the drawer and payee are the both same persons. The drawer can retain the bill till the date of maturity, or otherwise he can discount the bill, or he can endorse the bill to the third party, or he can send the bill for collection. These are the four cases of Bill of Exchange. First one, retain the bill till the date of maturity. Second case, discounting the Bill of Exchange. Third one, endorsement. And last one, bill sent for collection. The first case is retain the bill till the date of maturity. In this case, the drawer can retain the bill till the date of maturity. For example, Mr. A draws a Bill of Exchange on 1st January 2020. The drawee can make the payment after 3 months. The due date will be 4th April 2020. On 4th April 2020, drawer will get an amount of, for example, 20,000 from Mr. B. This is the case of retain the bill till the date of maturity. In this case, there are three entries to be passed in the book of drawer and drawee. The first entry is sale or purchase. In the book of drawer, the entry will be drawee's account debtor to sales account. In the book of drawee, the entry will be purchase account debtor to drawer's account. Second transaction is for recording, receiving or accepting the Bill of Exchange. In the book of drawer, the entry will be bill receivable account debtor to drawee's account. In the book of drawee, the entry will be drawer's account debtor to bills payable. Then on due date, that is on 4th April 2020, the drawer will get the amount of money from the drawee. The entry will be cash account debtor to bill receivable account in the book of drawer, and in the book of drawee, the entry will be bills payable account debtor to cash account. These are the three entries to be passed in the book of drawer and drawee when the drawer retained the bill till the date of maturity. In the case of discounting of the bill, the drawer will get an amount of rupees 20,000 before the date of maturity period. Suppose the amount of bill equal to 20,000. If he wants urgently an amount of rupees 20,000, he can approach the bank. The banker will give an amount of, for example, maybe 19,500 to the drawer. The entry to be passed in the book of drawer equal to bank account debtor 19,500, discount account debtor 500 to bill receivable 20,000. But in the case of in the book of drawee, there is no need to pass this journal entry. Then another case is endorsement. The drawer can endorse or transfer this bill to third party. The entry will be endorser's account debtor to bill receivable. But in the book of drawee, there is no need to pass the entry for endorsement. Then the last case is bill sent for collection. the entry will be bill sent for collection account to bill receivable account. But in the case of drawee, there is no need to transfer or record the entry for bill sent for collection. On due date, in the book of drawer, the entry, we have to pass the journal entry, that is cash account debted to bill sent for collection account. But in the case of drawee, the entry will be bills payable account debted to cash account. Sometimes the acceptor of the bill foresees that it may be difficult to meet the obligation of the bill on the maturity. He may approach the drawer with the request for the extension of the time for the payment. If it is so, the old bill is cancelled and the fresh bill with new terms of the payment is drawn and duly accepted and delivered. This is called renewal of the bill. Since the cancellation of the bill is mutually agreed upon, noting of the bill it is not required. The drawee may have to pay interest to the drawer for the extended period of credit. The interest is paid in cash may be included in the amount of the new bill. Sometimes a part of the amount due may be paid and the new bill may be drawn only for the balance. This concept is known as renewal of the bill.